Welcome to Laurel Falls. Today's fall stop is at Laurel Falls in Carter County. Let's go. To hike to Laurel Falls from Dennis Cove, take 321 south out of Hampton for about 0.8 miles and take a right onto Dennis Cove Road. There's a brown Forest Service sign there. On Dennis Cove Road, follow it for 4 miles to the parking area on the left for the trail. We're at the parking area for Dennis Cove and the trailhead for Laurel Falls. What's easy to see right now is that it looks like there's really two trailheads, one over here to my left and one to my right. So when you get here, the trailhead you want to take is this one right here. To my right, it'll be on your left coming this way. So here's a little secret on the trail to Laurel Falls. There's another little known waterfall on this hike. As you're coming down the narrow straight path at the beginning, there's a little side trail right here. It's easy to miss, so there's a couple of ways to find it. First one is these GPS coordinates that I just got on my phone, right here. So if you have a GPS, come here, take a left. Okay, just over this ridge and down is a waterfall called Pat's Falls. About a 15-foot waterfall. Not great, but it's really picturesque. A lot of rocks and rhododendron. Nice little quiet place to have a picnic. Now there's another way you can do it. There's also an Android app called Waterfall Finder that also has this waterfall marked on a Google map. So you can download Waterfall Finder for Android. So enjoy this. Keep in mind, it's an undeveloped trail. It's sketchy, you know, it's straight down, pretty steep slope, but it's short, so you won't fall for long. So, you know, keep that in mind, but it's a nice little known secret of this hike. Well, we're about halfway to the waterfall now. The trail behind us has been very level. It's an old railroad bed. And now we're getting ready to climb a little bit of a hill here and then go back to a level grade and then a final drop down to the waterfall. This is just a fantastic bridge, very scenic across the creek here. Thanks to the Tennessee Eastman Hiking and Canoeing Club for maintaining this section of the Appalachian Trail. Let's go. So next to me is a trail marker. Since we're on the Appalachian Trail, all of the trail blazes are white. This double blaze means there's a sharp turn, and the arrow of course helps you as well. We're at the very top of the Laurel Falls drop, so when you see this, you need to take a sharp turn left down the hill. So one of the things that really makes Laurel Falls impressive is how wide it is. It's really not the highest waterfall. Somewhere around 50 feet is the number that's thrown out, but it's really almost as wide as it is tall, about 40 feet wide. And that's what makes it so impressive looking. That's not bad. Today's photo tip is on filters, specifically the polarizing filter. Polarizing filters are really essential for all nature photographers, and especially for waterfall photography. There's a few reasons. First of all, it cuts down the reflections. If you look at all the water behind me, the rocks, anytime there's a reflection, you can use a polarizing filter and help reduce that reflection. Another added benefit is if you have a blue sky, a polarizing filter will help enhance the blues in the sky. Another reason to use it is that it cuts down on the light in the camera. You may think that sounds odd, but for waterfalls you usually want a slower shutter speed. The polarizing filter reduces your light by 2 stops. What this means is if you have a shutter speed of, say, 1/60th of a second, it reduces the speed from 1/60th to 1/30th, which is one stop, down to 1/15th of a second. So let's see what the polarizer does here. If you look at the reflection right here, as I turn the filter, you can see the reflections go down. And then there's a point, if you keep going, that the reflections will come back. So it's basically a 90-degree effect with the sun. So you can play with the polarizer by looking at it in the viewfinder, turning the polarizer on the front, and get the effect that you want. As a free PSA, courtesy of f-stops, here's a word of advice. Waterfalls, and especially Laurel Falls, are very beautiful, but they also contain hidden dangers. At Laurel Falls specifically, it has a very strong undercurrent near the base of the waterfall. Under no circumstances should anyone swim near the base of this waterfall. Many people have lost their lives here, as evidenced by this plaque. Well, that's a good cardio workout right there. We've made it back to the top. It's about a quarter-mile hike up, so boys and girls, be prepared for it. So that's a wrap for this trip to Laurel Falls. Had a fantastic day. Had clouds. Great for waterfall photography, yes. Sun's about to come out now, which is great. Couldn't care less because we're leaving. I'm Randy Gardner. I'll see you at the next f-stop.